After drilling, I've manually deburred on either side. It's using a centre drill and an electric hand drill. So I've drilled the butterfly shaft to the smaller size. I've measured it up on the smaller end, and I've filed it using a needle file to accept the pin to there. So here it is. This is the complete assembly. The pin was tapped in. It's gone into about as far as it ever has done. I actually put it in with the rod longer. It gave me a bit more to support on, because we get very thin over here. We don't want to be putting any force on there and bending that. So I then just held on there on the lathe and skimmed the end off to length. I just done it about 1/2 mil sticking out from that face. I just thought that looked neat. So that's all there is to it. That end's still got a centre in from production, but that doesn't matter. Much better than the original anyway, which was worn around here. And actually, if you have a look, if you hold it at the right angle, you can see that it's been bent. It's a much nicer fit. A little bit tight, but I think the governor will have no issues overriding that. That's dry as well, there's no oil in there, so a bit of oil in there, that would be lovely. So this is the finished article, hopefully ready to rumble. So we've got a new adjuster here. The spring, we'll adjust that when it's running. Over here we have our new throttle butterfly. Might see that in there. Just about. That's lovely, that's really, feels really good. So we're now looking at the reassembly process. I've remade the throttle shaft, so I've changed the orientation between the lever and full throttle. I've tried to keep it the same as what it was on the original part, but there's always going to be some deviation. I didn't have a way to accurately align it, so I marked it with a pen. But this is full throttle. I've put the carb on just loosely, and I'm going to move the throttle lever, the governor, to full throttle, and you can see that's quite a way above where it needs to be. So I've got to slacken off these nuts, there's one at the top and one at the bottom, and wind it down to shorten this lever so full throttle on the governor matches full throttle on the carburettor. Going in for the first start. So after the first test run, it's become apparent that the throttle shaft is just a bit too tight. See how the spring isn't enough to bring it back up to the top. So with a bit of fettling, I've now got the carburettor really free. I think the governor will have no issues fighting that. And what I realised is it was never going to work with it. If the spring can't pull that up, the governor will never work, because the governor can push it up. Sorry, the governor can pull the throttle closed, but it relies entirely on the spring to pull it up. New and improved start, take one.